For the past 7 years, I have been working at a center that serves Russian-speaking elderly residents of Boston and surrounding sites. My position is called driver and program assistant, and my responsibilities include safely and carefully transporting visitors from their homes to our center, ensuring they stay at the center for several hours, and bringing them home at the end of the day. Assistance includes both physical help and emotional support. I volunteer about the reason for such a condition and make efforts to address it. There can be many options here, as there are plenty of reasons for distress among our elderly visitors, from physical discomfort due to ailments to personal emotional moments. Even the weather sometimes affects them, or the coffee doesn't taste right. This happens every day. Our task is to help elderly people with mobility and daily activities. This includes trips to stores, doctor appointments, and walks. Since we are aware of our guests' physical condition, we can confidently anticipate that specific help they might need. Sometimes we have to act very delicately because some of our patients don't want to acknowledge the fact that they are not longer young and need assistance. This is really important because the dynamics of aging are different for everyone, and our work is largely related to forecasting. This means we must look very closely and attentively and be prepared for it. I think this can be called learning. What makes a program for elderly people successful is that we all help our visitors feel alive and needed. Due to age, physical limitations, and lack of proper contact with loved ones, it may seem that you're not needed by anyone. And I believe we manage to convenience visitors otherwise. And when we organize events and celebrations, we always involve our guests in one role or another. They shared memories to behold. I and my colleague, we regularly conduct specialist training and classes, repeat, recall, and reinforce the skills and abilities required for working with our special population. First aid, fire response procedures, rules for transporting people with limited mobility. All of this is important. Safety is our priority. First and foremost, understanding the real needs of elderly people, recognizing that aging is a process, anticipating changes and acting proactively. There's nothing complicated about it. Elderly people are the same people, just with needs. Recognizing these needs is already great support. We of course try to structure the program so that everyone can find activities to their liking and in accordance with age related and physical limitations, which can be quite significant. As I already said, our visitors don't come to us for breakfast or lunch, they come for lively communication. I suppose burnout affects more those who work in monotonous jobs, when one day is like another, like Groundhog Day. Our days are somewhat similar to each other, but to a much lesser degree, believe me. Our work is full of surprise, in a good sense, of course. Sometimes you get tired, that's unavoidable, and then you need to switch to something else. On my days off, I try go to somewhere, to another city or even another state maybe. When you spend whole days on your feet and lively communications with people, you want to drive into silence and stillness. In the past, I have some experience with acting, and I remember how inspiring it was to try something completely different from everything you had been doing. The desire for performing never went away, and when I came to work at the center, my interest and experience found application. And when I give a thematic lecture or tell a story about something, I try, when it's justified to the topic, to play the character of whose behalf the story is being told. It's completely natural that visitors are delighted, and I'm sincerely glad that for an hour or hour and a half they forget about the problems. Thank you for your attention, and sorry for my English.
3. Empathy points. 1. It is essential to recognize that language limitations do not define a person's ability to care for others. Language learning is a personal journey, but making an effort to learn the local language shows respect for the community and helps to connect, communicate, and be understood. Vocation goes beyond words. Compassion and caring often speak louder than perfect pronunciation. 2. Drivers and programs assistants are essential collaborators whose work deserves respect and support. Their resilience, willingness to help, and the impact they have on patients' health, dignity, and safety are invaluable. Even when tasks may be outside their job description, those tasks are not outside their hearts. 3. Career paths may vary. By considering others' perspectives and applying our talents to new endeavors, we can create something innovative and exciting in the service of others. Empathy takes purpose, humility, and heart, and allows you to see through more doors. Redirecting your energy towards something greater than yourself to change people's lives is admirable. Letting them, as Pavel said, forget about their problems, even for a little while, that in itself is powerful.